guys. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my eyebrow routine because I haven't done this video in a while. So it's actually going to be an updated routine, and it's brow day. I've kind of cleaned up my left one, so if you want to see how I do my right one and how I fill them in, please keep watching. Okay, and if you hear any sounds in the background, that's Chloe. She's behind me playing with her pig. So yeah, there's not a ghost in the room. Okay, so let me zoom you guys in a little. Let's get up close and personal, shall we? So the first thing is that I don't get my eyebrows professionally done. I'm one of those girls who's just totally cheap when it comes to maintenance-y types of things. So like, I do my own hair, I do my own nails, yeah, I do everything. I'd rather pay for skincare and makeup. So yeah, I'm basically just going to show you guys my routine, my current routine, and I will link all the products I'm using below, as well as my routine last year, and you can see how my brows have evolved. I don't have a lot of definition. I don't really have much of a tail. This is about as thick as they can get. I don't know why they've been so thick recently. I mean, it's not technically thick, but this is really thick for them. As you can see, there's a lot of sparse hairs on the bottom and the top of this brow, whereas for that brow, they're a little more cleaned up. So first, I just go through and brush all the hairs up, and I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow brush. And I do two things. I take tweezers. I know a lot of people think that you shouldn't use tweezers, but I like them. It's easy, it's not painful to me. And I also use like a straight eyebrow razor. So first I'm gonna go in with the tweezers, and I'm using like a 1:9 magnification mirror. And I'm just gonna clean up all the sparse hairs below my brow. I really like using tweezers because it pulls the hair from the root. If there's any hairs that I can't get with that, I just use my straight razor. And I also clean up this area under here. I also do this middle area because I do kind of grow a unibrow. Not really, but kind of. And I like my eyebrow to kind of start at the edge of the pointed part of my nose. So like right here on both sides. So now that I've done the bottom, I'm going to brush them, you know, naturally, and I'm going to do on top. Now you guys probably can't see that well, but I have a lot of hair up here, so I'm just going to tweeze that off. Another tip you can use is, if you have your eyebrows done how you want them, while they're done, tweeze around the shape that you have. That's what I used to do when my brows weren't this thick. So now we've gotten all the excess hair, and I kind of have a decent shape. Once again, this is about as thick as my brow grows. Then I'm going to take these kind of eyebrow grooming scissors. I don't know where I got I got them from Sephora. Bless you. I basically use these to kind of thin out my brow. So I just brush them up, and then I trim the long hairs. Just because I feel like they look more neat when they're short. Now this shouldn't take out too much hair, but just a little. Now I'm going to actually fill them in. For that, I use my Anastasia Dip Brow, which is my favorite. And I literally just tap an angled brush in it. And I like to start right at about here, and I do my line underneath the tail first. I always start with the part of my brow that I want to be darkest. You're gonna apply more pressure when you first apply the product versus when you're almost done. So that's why I do the tail first, and I'm just like tapping this in, not even trying to pick up product. I find that when you don't make your eyebrows too dark, they look more natural, at least for myself. Eyebrows are kind of one of those things that's very personal. It's all about personal preference, honestly. Then after I get the base of my tail, I like to go right into the arch and extend it up a little bit. Just because, once again, I don't really have that naturally. And then the top of that becomes the top of my tail. And then with the rest, I just fill them in. And then for the beginning, I turn my brush sideways. And I just do that. You might make mistakes. I always keep Q-tips handy. And I use that for mistakes. But yeah, this is how I like my brow. I like it a little more natural. But like I said, it's all about personal preference. So you can definitely tell the difference between this eye and this one. This one doesn't look bad, but it's just not as filled in full. Also found that if you hold your mirror a little further away and not use the highly magnified side, like the 9x magnification, you'll get a more natural look, because when you're really close up, you're gonna be focusing too much attention on your brows. So that's just another little tip I use. Once again, starting under my arch. I hear someone eating their blueberries. So yeah, guys, that is my brow routine. I don't do a whole lot. The whole grooming process of getting rid of stray hairs and thinning them out, I do that probably once a week. Chloe, you're fine. I'm right here, baby. I usually do that process once a week, sometimes once every 2 weeks if I'm being lazy, like this week. This was like my second week. But that really just helps to clean up my brows. And this is basically my whole process. I don't use like a brow highlighter. I like doing 5-minute brows to go. I'm just a minimalist. I don't want to spend a ton of time on eyebrows, and most days when I leave the house I won't wear brows anyway, just because I'm lazy and it's hot outside. But for those of you who are wondering what I did to my brows, that is my routine. Like I said, all the products will be listed below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.